Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. I got one. 61. Match. Go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Shoot. Jim. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Go.
Shoot.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 51.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. From 21 yards away. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get that home.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
132 fighter.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First carry for James Conner. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Ready to break.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 60 yards.
They're running it.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Costello. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the turnover, here's Locke. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score,
Let's go,
Broncos
boys. Bring it up.
6, Steelers 0.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 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 check.
5.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go, let's go. It's time to come.
Pilot. 64. Weak. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 9, check 9.
Greystone travel.
3, check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the set.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Clock now on 1st down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Stop here, D. Slam, slam, slam. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hit it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Keep playing hard.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now a carry for Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Okay, ready?
51's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
80 weapon.
51's the mic.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. Protein spill. 60 outlaw.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Costello. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Costello. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 7, Locke. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Locke now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. They find some open field here. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Ready?
Mike 51, I got you. Strong left. Strong left.
Following the fumble recovery, Costello got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 99.
61, matchbox lights.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Devin Bush in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Costello under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Ready up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Costello. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Johnson, the intended target.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. They were looking for Johnson that time.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here's Lindsey, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I know he ain't got it.
Small. Hit it.
Lock to throw on second down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. From midfield, here's Locke. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sanders has got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 22.
Ken Lobo.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
6-man. Check girls.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Costello. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Costello. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing on first down, Costello. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Being chased out left. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
General West.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, let's go, yeah.
On third down, Costello. Dancing to his left. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Costello. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch twist.
Block now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
First and 10
50
at
first
the
on
32-yard line.
Check right, check right.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Bravo. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it with the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Jalen Mills in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Locke to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Going to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw on 3rd down, Costello. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready, break.
So this one will wind